where the high-profile trial of Biafra's separatist leader, Nnamdi Kanu, resumed today at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Now, the courtroom witnessed key developments as proceedings continued. The session opened with the prosecution making a fresh request to ask an additional question to their witness, identified only by the code name Triple B. The court granted the request, allowing the witness to present a medical report outlining the cause of death of political aide Ahmed Gulak. Now, following this, the defense team launched into a cross-examination of the prosecution's second witness, pressing for clarity and challenging the evidence presented. After hearing both sides, the court adjourned the trial, scheduling further cross-examination for the 21st of May and continuing into the 2nd of June.
The cross-examination of BBB started today and went on smoothly, but the defense got to a point where they needed documents to confront the witness, and those documents have been applied for. The CTC have been applied for, but not obtained yet. So based on that, an adjournment was granted to the 21st and 22nd of May. And we pray and hope that we'll get the documents so that we will continue with our cross-examination. So that's essentially what happened.
And our News Central's correspondent Joshua Imarayi is standing by with the latest from the Federal High Court in Abuja, and he joins us now with an update on the proceedings for today. Joshua, good afternoon. If you can hear me, can you bring us up to speed on how exactly the session today unfolded in court?
Good afternoon to you, Blessings. I am live at the Federal High Court in Abuja, where the proceedings commenced earlier with Nnamdi Kanu being brought to court. So the proceedings commenced with the judge taking note of a particular social media comment being put out by one of the members of Kanu's legal team, and that is the person of Adjourns. Because according to the post by Aide, it's alleged that the DSS denied the lead counsel, that is the person of Kanu and Gabi, audience to see Nnamdi Kanu in the detention facility of the DSS. Well, the lead counsel, that was the person of Kanu and Gabi, denied vehemently, saying that he was not rejected or was not treated anyhow, but was told that his name was not on the list and waiting at the gate to see Nnamdi Kanu. Well, they reprimanded our Lord Ejimako and they went forward with the proceedings.
We also understand that the prosecution made a special request regarding a witness. Can you tell us more about that and what was the court's response to that as well?
Well, the prosecution, that's the person of Ahmed Gulak, standing in for the DSS, actually prayed the court to grant him the permission to ask the prosecution witness to, that's the person who named 350 one last question. Because you recall that during last proceedings, the witness testified that it was as a result of some of the broadcasts initiated earlier by Nnamdi Kanu that led to the death of former aide to the former president, that's the late Ahmed Gulak. Well, the prosecution actually called for the witness, and the witness answered some specific questions as regards to what happened. And when pushed further, the witness said that he had a copy of the death certificate and the cause of death of Ahmed Gulak, in which he prayed the court to read forward to the, in which he prayed the court to read, and he read it out and he stated that that particular report was from the Nigerian police in Anambra, and he said that Ahmed Gulak was allegedly murdered by some hoodlums. It is, however, unclear who those hoodlums were answering to and who commanded the killing.
So we also understand that this witness referred to as Triple B did present a medical report. What were the key details that were shared in that report, especially the ones concerning Ahmed Gulak's death?
The key details shared in that particular report was that the death of Ahmed Gulak was as a result of the sit-at-home order that Nnamdi Kanu initiated. And what did he say after that? And he said specifically, according to testimonies of the witness, that whenever they see anybody not obeying the sit-at-home order, he should be killed allegedly. So the DSS is trying to pinpoint the broadcast made by Nnamdi Kanu earlier to the result, to it resulting into Ahmed Gulak's death.
Finally, Joshua, before we let you go, how did the defense respond to all of this? What direction did the cross-examination take afterwards?
Well, the cross-examination of the defense counsel actually bordered on the witness testimony and the key Imarayi issues connecting to Nnamdi Kanu, one of which is when if Nnamdi Kanu was subjected to the solitary confinement to which the witness replied he was not aware. He further went on to ask about the UN's 15-day limit for solitary confinement, in which the witness confirmed that the guideline but said he didn't know how long Nnamdi Kanu was being held in detention. He further went on to press on whether charges against Kanu had been amended at some point and were dropped. The witness responded that he was not aware. He further went on and argued that the charges that had been pending for 6 years, but the witness was denied prior knowledge of the case, but receiving a directive from the office. Now, on the nature of the investigation, the defense claimed that only the video interview was conducted. And moving forward, the witness disagreed, saying that documents exist that they are in his office, and the whole court burst out into laughter concerning the testimonies of the witness. Well, the case was then adjourned to 21st and 22nd of May for further cross-examination, pending the availability of the said documents that Lucas spoke about.
Thank you so much. Our correspondent Joshua Imarayi from the FCT bringing us updates on the terrorism charges against the Biafra separatist leader Nnamdi Kanu. We understand now that the trial has been adjourned, and we'll definitely look to our correspondent to give us more updates as that unfolds.